A few years ago, a competitor of ours was bragging that they had a lens for active lifestyle. Now, DEFINITY knows that we have the lens for active lifestyle because we have that ground view advantage. So we decided, all right, we're going to do a clinical study. And we wanted a golf lens because there's not a golf lens on the market today. So what we did is we took our competitive product as well as our lens, and we put it in a clinical study as well as a course study. So the clinical evaluation was as such. We had putting, chipping, and driving. And then, of course, the course evaluation, they actually had to go play their own game. All right? So in the clinical study, when they were putting, chipping, and driving, we just asked them some strategic questions, about tracking and how did it look. And they'd put, one of the frames would be DEFINITY and the next frame would be the competitive product. But when we actually had them go play their own game, in the course evaluation, they played the DEFINITY lens one hole, and then they had to play the competitive product the next hole. So the people that we used were both men and women. We had hyperopes, we had myopes, we had fitting heights of 18 to 24, and the reason why we did fitting heights of 18 to 24 was because our competitive product did not have the ground view advantage. So we had to do like tests to make it fair. I mean, we could have put everybody in 23 or greater and we knew we'd have the competitive advantage, but you can't do that. So we did fitting heights of 18 to 24. We had handicaps from 8, which is good, all the way up to 32, not so good. That we found that they preferred our lenses 5 to 1. And we were thrilled. We were thinking, this is great. But then we were a little nervous because now they had to go play their own game. So when they actually had to go and drive the ball and they hooked it or they sliced it or if they found it in an uneven lie, they had to play their own game visually. And what we found in conclusion was that they actually preferred our lenses 7 to 1. That was a huge increase for us. So what we're trying to tell you is that you should feel confident to give your patients DEFINITY for golf. Because traditionally, what do we give our patients for golfers? We give them single vision distance. Now you can give them DEFINITY lenses and give them that full ground view advantage. And also think about your other patients that are very active. If they're not golfers but like to hike, like to bike, hunting, this lens is perfect for active lifestyle. What we've done is we confirmed our clinical study for golfers, so we decided to put our money where our mouth is, and we created a lens. It's called the DEFINITY Fairway Lens. And this is for the golf community. And what the golf community consists of primarily is 27 million golfers. 80% of them are male. 38% are over the age of 45. 27% are POW wearers. And 2% of the POW wearers wear their lenses for golf. Now in this study, we know that the average golfer will pay $500 for a driver if it will go, guess, how many more yards? 10 yards. They're willing to spend $50 a yard for a driver. That's just one club. So what is the product? Well, the product is what I just taught you. It's the DEFINITY and DEFINITY Short, so you have the full ground view advantage. It's made in materials of airwear only, so you have that safety factor. We've partnered up with the Transitions and the Soul Effects product, so we made a sun lens. It's going to be a tint number 1, 60% transmission, and it's going to get as dark as 15% transmission or a tint number 3. It's an amber color, so you can see the contrast. When you hit the ball up into the clouds or you've lost the ball in the rough, you'll be able to see it better. Then, because it's transitions, the lens will change rapidly from 2 minutes to 3 minutes to get light to dark or dark to light. It doesn't have to go clear, so it can change quicker. Then we're going to systematically coat it with Crizal Sunshield Mirror, and it's going to come with a silver flash mirror. So there are 15 top leading golfing states in the U.S., and this list is in alphabetical order, and number 1 is Florida, number 2 is California, and I bet you'll never guess in a million years what number 3 is. Number 3 is Michigan. because population versus golf courses, it's number 3, and then of course we have Texas. So the reason I'm pulling this up is that I want to show you that these are the markets that we're going to go after on the internet. We're going to do some advertising and some marketing, and so the guys, they're going to get on the internet to find where the cheapest club is, or how, or the latest gadget, and hopefully the DEFINITY lenses will be there as well. Now next, what we have available for you is we created this golf mat that shows the ground view advantage. We have one side that shows with and the other side shows without. Now no matter where you place it in your dispensary, the golfer will automatically walk over, put their feet in those size 14 and pretend that they're putting. They're going to look at the hole with the ground viewing, and they're going to look the hole without ground viewing, and they're going to actually ask you, in most cases, for a putter because they really want to test out that lens. Now mind you, it's only a picture. There's not a golf ball, and there's not a hole. So ask your sales consultant for one of these mats for your dispensary.